Hi Libra, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your weekly tarot check. This is for the week of February 7th through February 14th for all Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if you are new to the channel, I post new readings every Friday and then again on Monday or Tuesday. So if a reading doesn't resonate, you can always check back in a couple of days and watch a new reading. I do want to thank all of you who have subscribed. I really do appreciate that, and it means a lot to me. And I've had some inquiries for personal readings. I don't have time right now, but if my schedule changes, I will, and I'm able to do it, I'll make an announcement on the channel. So if you subscribe, you'll also be able to see when any new announcements happen too. So let's get the advice for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Libra need to know, please? What messages do you have for Libra, please? All right, so we'll begin here with the tarot, and then we will use the Angel Answers Oracle cards here. You've got here the World, the Lovers, the Nine of Swords, and the Five of Swords. You've got the King of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Fool, and the Four of Swords. Well, for some of you, if you're broken up with somebody, I do see you getting back together, but I feel like there's a lot of pain in the interim, and any continued focus on this pain, whatever this is right here, you continue to focus on that, it's going to hold off the return, okay? Now, for those of you that it's not about reconciliation here, let me just look at this for a second. You've got here Gemini. You've got a lot of air, okay? So you've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then you do have fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. I like the three major arcana. So for some of you, it may be about moving forward in terms of your work life, money, house, that kind of stuff. And it's causing a little bit of anxiety. There may be something too here related to work that we'll talk about, but my initial sense with this was a breakup for somebody. So the World is, it's a card of self-mastery. When you know yourself, you know the universe. It really is about being in alignment and drawing things in, drawing in your heart's desire. So there's no second guessing with this. She's a dancer of the tarot. She dances in that wreath of victory. So she doesn't sit and go over things and ruminate in her mind, right? She goes for it. So this is you going for it. And again, the Lovers can represent a choice. I see that. But then I also see with the Fool, it's like that jumping off place. It's like beginning a new cycle. And it's beautiful. Now, I do like to see that you've got the first major arcana in the Fool, and then, of course, the ultimate nirvana in the World. It's really nice to see those showing up together in a reading. But I do feel like with this, too, this is a card of moving forward, all right? It really is about building up your life in terms of all areas, work, love, family, and it's feeling amazing. There's no downside to this. It's a new cycle that brings you joy. So with the Lovers, for some of you, there is a relationship here, but there's some kind of obstacle, whether it's, like I said, a breakup for some. And you may say, it just doesn't make sense. I don't know why we're not back together. Well, there's something in your vibration. There's some limiting belief, and it doesn't matter what they think. It's your reality. So they don't, no offense to them, but it really is about you getting what you expect. And there's somewhere inside of you expected this, or it wouldn't be happening. But you've got a choice here. It's a very important relationship. And I feel like for new love too, again, the Lovers represents a relationship that really changes the way you see things. It changes how you see the world. And so I get, and I looked right at the World when I said that too. It's an energy field, a connection with somebody on an energetic level that can't be broken. So as you move forward here, though, I feel like this is sort of like shedding the ego with this Nine of Swords. Nines are the end of a cycle. And I look at the 4 and 5 of Swords, and you've got the 6. You've got 4, 5, 6. But the 4 and 5 are stacked right on top of each other. And I feel like this has to do with really learning how to quiet your mind. If you're restless at night, you're having a hard time sleeping, and you want to get there, you go, I see the world. I know that's possible. How do I get there? It really is about just learning to do that for yourself, quieting your mind, even before you go to bed, and listening to maybe some theta meditation, something that kind of gets your brain into that frequency where you're manifesting and you're open to the world, because this is a fairly closed off energy. You know, there's worry in that. So with this Five of Swords, again, I said for some of you, you got a conflict that has created that Nine of Swords energy. This also too, for some of you, may be about work and trying to move away from, I get gossip. Like if there's gossip and stuff at work, there's something about that where you're wanting to kind of shift your focus, shift your energy, and you're seeing it as holding you back. If you've got really somebody negative at work that, and they're hilarious, I feel like, but they're negative, you know, ultimately they're doing things that are, I don't know, they're not like on this trajectory where they're really wanting to succeed. And so I do feel like I get you separating there if you're not part of the reconciliation, folks. I do get it two different ways with this. It's really about you making a change in your life. Because part of that too, when we go into that lower vibrational gossipy kind of stuff, we dip down a little bit, and then, you know, then you're always having to try to recover and lift yourself back up. So the King of Wands here shows up. Talk about high vibrational. You know, it really is about you pushing forward, you taking all the right actions in your life to make things happen, to design your own plan for living. You know, it really is like a design for living here. I do feel like you've got a lot of confidence in yourself moving forward. It's also to a card of self-improvement. So he can be a card about getting your nutrition in line. If somebody here, I feel like you're going to try to quit smoking or vaping or something like that, so that you're feeling, you know, more under control, I guess, having your body fully under your own control and not feeling like you're addicted to something, not feeling like you have to do this other, whatever it is, habit. So for somebody too, I see them cleaning out a big thing of candy in their desk drawer at work, because there's definitely stuff in here about work. So it's really about you kind of pushing yourself to be your very best self, and you know what you're capable of, and it's unlimited. You're capable of anything, and in a very positive way. So this energy picks you up, it pushes you forward, and it allows you to really bring in some great things. And again, here you are moving forward with this Six of Swords. It's spiritual in nature, as is the Four of Swords, but it can also be a trip or a journey. But in terms of career, again, I feel like you're making some what seem like small choices that make a big difference. And oftentimes, those are the most important choices, are those day-to-day kind of smaller, what seem like small choices that really have a profound impact on our entire life map. And, you know, it's about you redefining some things for yourself too. So it can be too a card of travel, and with the World being here and the Fool, I have to acknowledge that for some of you, there may be, now that we're lifting things and restrictions are changing and there's vaccines and stuff, it may allow you more freedom to move out into the world a little bit and see things again. So with the Fool energy, you're ready to go here. It's time to take that leap of faith. There's a new dawn, a new day, a new beginning, and you are releasing all resistance. It's really that card of great enthusiasm, desire, curiosity, a little impulsive. You know, for some of you, if you're going back into a relationship, you want to manifest a relationship as a brand new relationship, right? We don't want that same old one that didn't work coming back around. For others of you, though, with the Lovers in the World here too, this is about a new chapter in terms of love and a new person coming in. That feels like a breath of fresh air. You know, it feels like you've learned from your experiences, but you also have that energy that creates worlds running through you. So you are this sort of, like I said, a brand new clean slate, creating your reality. You're not reenacting those same things again and again. It really is breaking free of a cycle. And the Fool shows up too when you're in a transition. And so I do see that for you. You've got new cycles here, you've got change here, and you've got this transition coming. So the Four of Swords, I feel like, brings in a little bit of groundedness. I always say, ask and knock and the door will open. Ask and you will receive. Ask and it is given when you see this card. Again, it's about quieting your mind. For some, it can be about going to a therapist. But I feel like for you, the answers are within, you know, that you don't really need an outside resource as much as just connecting with your higher self will bring you the wisdom that you need. So if there's been a fight, you know, with the Five of Swords, this is also about you disconnecting from that energy and kind of restructuring your energy field so that you're not getting into some of these small little disappointing skirmishes with people. It really is about sort of a maturing of your energy field. So it is a nice reading though. I mean, there's definitely some pretty big indicators of change here for the better, okay, for your best and highest good, Libra. All right, let's see what the angels have to say here for Libra, please. And a timeline for Libra. All right, you have the situation will improve. So whatever that 9 and 5 of Swords are doing, I told you the 9 is the end of a cycle. So you're coming out of that. And you've got the burdens lifted in the energy of the Fool. Whatever is weighing on you is being removed. You got big happy changes. I feel like this has been showing up more and more. I just love it. You've got big changes. We already said that, didn't we? You've got a new cycle and it's, you know, it's freedom and happiness. There's helpful people coming in. So you may find too, if you're kind of moving away from certain people because they are gossipy and they may be a Gemini. I've worked with a couple Geminis. Now, don't get me wrong. They are hilarious. They can be. But some of them, their mouth can really get them into trouble. So you might replace them with somebody that calibrates their words a little bit better. That way it doesn't get pinned on you. How about that? Within the next few weeks, all right? So you got this transition. Things are changing. They give you a yes, okay? I've had the emphatic yes quite a few times, the hell yes. This is just the yes, but it's still good. So good things are coming for you, Libra. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.